Her bedroom eyes awaken my hidden alien desire. Space royal meets human passion. Captain Rylan of the Starship Elysium had faced countless cosmic anomalies, survived battles with ruthless alien warlords, and navigated treacherous black holes. Yet, nothing in his life had prepared him for the moment he first saw her. It was on the planet Luxera, the jewel of the Orion cluster, known for its floating cities and neon-lit skies. Rylan had been sent on a diplomatic mission to meet the planet's royal family. The Luxeran queen had requested a human envoy to discuss a fragile alliance. He had expected elegance, intelligence, and alien grace. But he hadn't expected her. Princess Lyra entered the chamber like a comet blazing across the sky. Every movement was precise, every gesture regal. Yet, her eyes, the deep, captivating, almost hypnotic shade of violet, seemed to pierce straight into his mind. They weren't just beautiful. They were dangerous. Tempting. And in them, Rylan felt something he had never felt before, a stirring deep inside him, something primal and hidden, something alien. Rylan's pulse raced. He could feel the air itself vibrating between them. Diplomacy suddenly felt irrelevant. Protocol faded. All he could think about was those eyes. Lyra spoke, her voice melodic but commanding. "Welcome to Luxera, Captain Rylan. I hope your journey was comfortable." "Very," Rylan replied, though his voice shook slightly. He wasn't used to feeling this way. Not in battle. Not in the void of space. Never. Over the next hours, Rylan observed her. She was intelligent, cunning, playful, but always in control. Her glances were fleeting but loaded with meaning. He realized that she wasn't just testing him, she was seeing through him. Every secret he kept, every hidden desire he thought was buried, she seemed to uncover with a single look. But the real test came that evening. The royal court had prepared a formal dinner in the Crystal Palace. The air shimmered with the soft glow of Luxera's bioluminescent flora. Guests mingled, nobles spoke in hushed tones, and Rylan felt increasingly aware of Lyra's presence. She moved through the crowd like water, stopping occasionally to smile at dignitaries, but always circling back to him. Then, finally, she approached. "Captain Rylan," she said softly, leaning just enough so that her perfume, an intoxicating blend of alien jasmine and something subtly metallic, filled his senses. "There is something I wish to show you." He followed her through winding corridors of crystalline walls until they reached a secluded balcony overlooking Luxera's floating city. Below, the neon lights shimmered like a sea of stars, and the twin moons rose on the horizon. Lyra turned to him, her violet eyes glimmering in the moonlight. "I must warn you," she whispered, "that I am unlike anyone you have ever met. Humans, they do not usually survive what I offer." Rylan's heart pounded. He wanted to ask her what she meant, but before he could, she leaned closer. And in that moment, everything changed. Her touch was electric. Not painful, not gentle, electric. It was as if her very essence hummed with energy, syncing with his heartbeat. Memories of lonely space voyages, battles where he felt more machine than man, all faded into the background. Only she remained. Lyra's eyes locked onto his. In them, he saw not only desire, but a challenge. She wanted him to step beyond the limits of his humanity, to embrace something more, something alien. Rylan swallowed hard. "I don't know if I'm ready for this," he admitted. Her smile was teasing, confident. "You already are," she whispered, brushing her fingers along his jaw. "You just don't know it yet." Time seemed to stop. The sounds of the city, the court, the distant stars, they all vanished. There was only the space between them, charged with energy, with tension, with unspoken longing. And then, it happened. The first contact. A kiss that was both tender and scorching, human and alien all at once. Rylan felt himself unraveling, his mind expanding beyond the boundaries of human experience. She drew him in, and he followed without question, surrendering to the strange, intoxicating pull of her presence. Hours, or was it minutes, passed like moments. The boundaries of their worlds dissolved. She taught him things no human should know, awakened desires he had buried beneath duty and discipline. Yet, even as he lost himself in her, a part of him remained, alert, aware that this connection was not just passion, it was a bond, a meeting of worlds, a merging of human and alien destinies. By the time the first rays of Lexara's twin suns broke across the horizon, Rylan stood on the balcony, his body and mind alive in ways he had never imagined. Lyra rested her head against his shoulder, her violet eyes soft now, almost vulnerable. "You are remarkable," she murmured. "Humans are unpredictable. But you are more than I expected." "And you," Rylan replied, "are unforgettable." They didn't speak again for a long time. Words were unnecessary. The city shimmered below, the stars stretched endlessly above, and in that quiet moment, two worlds had collided. And perhaps, from that collision, something extraordinary would be born. For Rylan, nothing would ever be the same again. Her eyes had awakened something inside him, a hidden alien desire, a longing that went beyond flesh and blood, beyond human understanding. And he knew, deep in his soul, that he would follow her anywhere, through space, through danger, through the infinite unknown. The story of their meeting, the awakening, the desire, the crossing of worlds, was just the beginning. For in the galaxy, passion could be as powerful as weapons, and love could conquer even the coldest stars. And for Rylan and Lyra, the adventure had only just begun.